with it. So I'm so excited. The first thing we are going to talk about is business cards. If you don't have business cards, it would be a good idea to get them. If you've ever been on Etsy, they have really cheap digital files you can buy, or you can just buy the business card itself there. These are just kind of like this. Vistaprint always has special.
Hold on, let me mute everybody. I'm sorry.
You're okay. I forgot about that.
Okay, go.
Oh, okay. Business cards is what I was talking about. Vistaprint is always having specials. I'm constantly posting promo codes. They always have some deal. If you are familiar with Vistaprint, there's always emails that they send me that are like I think recently it's been 60% off. So you can get like business cards for pretty cheap and pass them out to people when you see them. And they're super, super helpful and make you look more professional, and they're super cheap and just one of the good things that you can do to start your business up.
I feel like some people, like whenever we get business cards, it's like kind of subconsciously sending a message to ourselves as I have jumped into this as a business. I'm starting a business, and it just kind of helps you get your mind right that it's not a hobby. This is something that you're actually wanting to do to, advance in. And also they're a really great way just to also get other people's contact information too, because you can give them your information and then ask them to put their information on the back of it too, so you can stay connected with them both ways and be able to follow up with them later.
Yes, absolutely. And the next thing we're going to talk about is auto qualification in your backup order. I know a lot of you are new. Some of you are just kind of listening in to refresh, but the backup order is super important to keep on at all times. That backup order can go two different ways. You can keep it on if, say, you want to always have it on. You can set it up for your products to come out every month, like the products that you're taking, if you want them to come out, or you can just kind of use it as, what's it called, a backup order. If you don't get your $100, that backup order will come out and it'll be charged to your account and they'll ship you that backup order. But if you're taking the products, you'll probably never see that backup order. I've been doing this for a while, so hasn't Kara, and very rarely do people's backup orders actually come out, especially if you're taking the products, because you're already getting in quite a bit of PV towards your $100, so you're qualified for the month. And you can also edit your backup order. If you want to edit your backup order, you just go to, I think it's backup order in the new system, and you can edit it, and those will come out on the 25th. You can also change it as the latest as to the 28th. And just know that on those days you want to have your $100 in sales or your personal purchases by that day, or that backup order will come out. We really, really encourage you to keep that backup order on. And we also try to encourage everybody to get their first $100 done and out of the way the first week of the month. Because if you just get, even maybe one sale, you can get that $100 and then it's out of the way and you don't have to really worry about it. And then everything from that, when you buy your own products and get any other customers, you're making a paycheck off of all of that. So if you try really hard to get it in your first week, you'll kind of, just be able to put that aside. Do you have anything else you want to say about qualification?
One of the main things about the backup order, your auto qualification, is if you do not have that turned on, you are not qualified to receive a paycheck. So that means if you sign up anybody and they buy a welcome pack, you won't get any bonuses, and then obviously you won't make your commission from your sales or get any points. So that's why you really want to have it on too, is because, you don't want your upline getting your money. We want to make sure that you get your money.
Yes, I forgot about that. That's very important. And let me see what's next here. Sorry, guys. Staying plugged in. Staying plugged in is so super important. Just like the Zoom call, we do these every other week. So as new ambassadors are being added to our teams and your teams, this is always going to be available. So just make sure that you're staying plugged in. We do so much. Me and Kara have been doing a ton of stuff lately. We have our weekly call that we have a guest star every week. One week we try to have like a Plexus superstar. The next week we try to have somebody on our team that's doing really well. And, you can really learn a lot from these people. Obviously the diamonds that are on, they know what to do clearly because they got to the top. And then it's also really nice to hear some of the like silvers that are on the team, because I know a lot of you are silvers and a lot of you just signed up. So you kind of like to hear from somebody on the same rank level as you and what they're doing. And it's kind of easier to relate to them as well. So try to stay plugged in. We also do our online live events. And can you guys see me? I'm on my computer, but I'm not on my phone. I can't see myself. You guys can see me on the screen, like I'm coming up when I talk. Okay. I just see Kara, so I don't see anybody else. So I'm just like making sure. Okay.
I see you.
Okay, good. So we do the live online events. Those are super successful. They're basically like an opportunity meeting. You invite potential customers, potential ambassadors, and basically it's just post like an opportunity meeting. We talk about the products, we talk about the opportunity and super detailed so people understand it better. And almost every time I've invited somebody to those, they end up either being a customer or becoming an ambassador. It really, really pushes them to do that, and it gives them all the information that they need. And on top of that, we do giveaways. We do a giveaway also in the middle and at the end, so it kind of makes people stay a little longer and actually get the whole entire presentation. So that just makes it exciting. What else are we doing? We are doing
Did you call boot camps that are going on, the 10-day boot camps, 7-day boot camps?
Yeah, we're also doing the 10-day boot camps every 10 days. I guess we're going to keep doing them, right, Kara? And the 7-day trial boot camps too.
Yeah, I'm not heading those, but I think they're trying to do those pretty regularly.
Yeah, they're doing them every 10 days for new ambassadors and every 7 days for the trials. So you can invite your customers once they order a 7-day trial. You can even try to get them to order the 7-day trial by telling them that we're going to do this boot camp. And it's basically a group setup, and it's a 7-day boot camp for people that get the 7-day trial. And it just kind of walks them through each day and kind of pumps them up and gets them excited and tells them what to do. And they've been really successful. And then the 10-day boot camp for new ambassadors is super fun. It's 10 days of just explaining how the business is going and giving you guys like tiny mini homework assignments so you guys can get started off to the right track. So those are super excited. If you guys want to be added to those, just let us know. I know I plan to get more involved with them soon. I've just been really, really busy. But if you guys want to be a part of the 10-day boot camp, since most of you are new, just let us know and we'll add you. And then there's always stuff to stay plugged into. There's videos all over YouTube. Every video, most of our Zooms that we do are recorded. Our live YouTube channels are recorded. If you go to Pink Power Live on YouTube, you will see all of our videos on there. So really, there's no reason not to stay plugged in. There's tons and tons of stuff to do to make you succeed. So if you guys have any questions about that, just let us know, and we'll lead you to somewhere. If you're wanting to learn more, about the products, there's tons and tons of videos to help you learn about the products. You can also visit your back office. Am I missing anything else, Carol?
I don't think so. I mean, I think you've covered up a lot of the things that we have going on. I know one of the things that's really exciting about like when you invite people to online events or even get them involved in the boot camp is people love to be a part of something, and it kind of is really that third party validation that this is legit. There's a lot of people out there that are having great success and loving what they're doing, and if you can get your potentials to understand that, or your new customers or your new ambassadors to get in and see all of these other people that are having success, that just gives them more hope for themselves and helps build their belief and confidence in what they're doing too.
Yes, so true. And people love it. People love free stuff too. So those giveaways that we do, really keep them the whole time so then they can learn and listen. So super fun. Okay, so groups, Facebook groups, adding to groups. Make sure that everybody is added to Show Me Plexus. I think that's our like biggest main group. There's tons of files in there. There's tons of resources. I mean, it's like literally unlimited. There's so anything you ever need for the most part is in those files. For instance, we and Kara were talking about the other day, if you have somebody that signs up for Plexus and the first week or so they're having headaches, instead of telling them, you're not really sure why or whatever, in the back office there is what's that file called, Kara? It's the 25. It's like 25 tips of like how to help people, or when Plexus isn't working to do those things. What I'm talking about. It's like on the top
office files and show me.
The files and show me. Sorry.
Yeah. That's in there. I don't know exactly what it's
25. Called. I know what it's called. It's the 25 struggling client questions.
Yeah.
And it's super, super helpful. Like, for instance, if like somebody's taking a certain medication, it could be messing with them and they could be not losing weight because of that. Or if they're taking the products at, odd times, or if they're having headaches, it could be detoxing, especially in the first couple of weeks. And they just need to up their water and keep going and it'll go away. So I've had a few people that say, they get detox symptoms. So it's really nice to know those things, because it doesn't mean that Plexus is making them do something crazy. It just means that their body is releasing those toxins, and sometimes we can have, side effects from that. So be knowledgeable. And if you ever have any questions, just ask your upline, ask us. We're always here to help. And also it's so good to know the products, and don't be scared if you don't know everything about them. I sold Plexus for probably 6 months before I knew that we had anything else other than Fab 4. So it's okay. You'll still be successful, but I really encourage you. I think that I could have done a lot more in those 6 months if I would have known each and every product and what it did, and been able to show people on the right path and keep customers because I was recommending the right things to them. So
health coaches now.
Yes. And then also with groups, I also wanted to say, staying like really active in groups creates so much excitement, and we really encourage everybody to just kind of stay active. I know sometimes even with my team page, it's kind of like crickets, like everybody sees stuff, but they don't like or comment it. And it's just so important. And I'm just asking you guys, same for Kara's page and the Show Me page, just comment and like stuff. Takes just a second, and it creates so much excitement, and even excitement for us too, because the more people that are participating in these groups, it just creates so much excitement and it motivates us. So I guess it's just one thing I was thinking about today. There's just been so much motivation in my team page, and it's not always like that. And I think it like motivates everybody else when everybody sees, certain people adding to their team and certain people doing well, and it motivates them because they want to do well too. So I really encourage everybody, if you see somebody who's added to the team, welcome them. And, just feel free to be as active as you can in these groups, because it just creates excitement and keeps us motivated.
Do you want me to go into the comp plan?
Yeah, sounds good.
Before I start talking about the comp plan, I just want to congratulate Dennis, because I see him on here. He's a new silver. He just went silver the other day. So congratulations on that.
Yay.
He has an insane testimony. All the awesome stuff
awesome
done for him.
That's awesome. Congrats, Dennis. That's awesome.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to share my screen.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Okay, can y'all see that?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So how do we make money with Plexus? This is just kind of a big overview of everything that we have going on. This is ambassador rank, where you are and what you have to have in order to reach that rank. So basically how many points that you have to have, how many points you have to have outside your primary leg. I know a lot of people don't understand what the primary leg is, but say I sign up 3 people. Say I sign up Nikki, Carol, and Dennis, and I have 50 points on Nikki, I have 20 points on Dennis, and I have 20 points on Carol. So altogether I have 90 points, but since I have 50 under Nikki, that means that she's my primary leg and all of the other legs are my outside legs. So it doesn't necessarily mean who you sign up first or anything like that. It's just whatever leg is carrying the most points for you on your team. I hope that makes sense. I know a lot of people have questions about what does this outside primary leg mean, and that's what it is. So in order to be gold, I have to have 100 points, but I have to have 15 outside of my strongest leg. Okay, well, I'll just jump right into this. This is a couple ways that we get paid. We get paid off of our commissions. So we're going to get 15% of everything that we sell between $100 and $499. And then we're going to make 25% on everything above $500. That's everything that goes through your website, whether you personally order it or whether somebody goes through your website and orders it too. Another way that you can make money is you can purchase the product yourself at wholesale pricing, and then you can go sell it for retail, and then you'll make the difference there right on hand as well. We really encourage you guys to have a goal of $500 PV every single month. I mean, really, that's about 4 to 5 sales a month, depending on if you're taking your own product and exactly what you're selling. But that's super doable, and then it keeps you into it kicks you into the 25% instead of the 15%, and that's a pretty big advancement in the money that you're making here. We have preferred customer bonuses. So what this is whenever somebody orders as a preferred customer, it really benefits the customer and it benefits the ambassador that sold them the product, because the customer is getting a really awesome discount. Nobody wants to pay retail pricing. It's auto shipped to them every single month, so they don't have to worry about getting on there to order. But if they don't want to get it every single month, then they can just cancel it. It's super easy. They can call customer service or they can call you and you can cancel it for them. And then you're going to get, like I said, a bonus from it. So if somebody orders the triplex as a preferred customer, you're not only going to get the commission from the volume that you have there, which is going to be like, 15 to 25% of $100, but you're also going to get a $20 bonus on top of that. We also have override commission. So what that means is everybody that you personally sponsor, you're going to make 5% of all of their sales too. So that's a fun way to make a little bit of extra money as well. That's right there. We have business building bonuses. So whenever somebody signs up, they have the option to get a welcome pack. And again, this is a benefit for the new ambassador and then the sponsoring ambassador. So they are going to get welcome packs, which is product that is actually less than wholesale, and they're going to get a business starter kit, some promotional marketing tools with it, and then you're going to get a percentage of that welcome pack. So if you sign up somebody that orders a $100 welcome pack, 50% of that welcome pack is going to go back into the company to make more money, to keep the lights, not make more money, make more products, keep the lights on, pay their corporate offices, and then the other 15% is dispersed between the top 4 ambassadors above them. So like I said, if they order a $99 welcome pack, you're going to get 50% of $50, $50, which is $25 bonus for you. And then the 3 people above you are going to make a bonus from that as well. We also have the one-time achievement bonuses. So every time you reach a new rank, Plexus is going to pay you a bonus for that. Then we have the Fast Start Achievement Bonus. So if you rank between Gold and Senior Ruby in your first month, Plexus is going to double your bonuses. So I know whenever you rank Gold, it's a $250 bonus, but if you did that within 30 days, it would actually be a $500 bonus. And Plexus is super generous, so they go ahead and double your Silver bonus as well. So you would get a total of $700 in bonuses for ranking Gold within your first 30 days. So if you know a lot of people and you know a lot of people that could benefit from this product, it would be a benefit to go share it with them really quickly, so you would have a chance to reach that $700 bonus within your first 30 days. This is the pay point. This is probably the most difficult for people to understand and grasp, and it's really the most difficult for me to explain. So every time you sign up somebody, you're going to get points on them. So you're going to have people that you personally sponsor, which is your level 1. And then everybody that they sponsor is your level 2. And then everybody your level 2 sponsors is your level 3, and so on. And if you can see your level 1, so you're going to get 5 points on, 2, 5, 3, 5 points, and it goes 4 to 4 points, 5 to 3 points, 6 to 2 points, and 7 to 1 point. So whenever these people are on your team that you sponsor and your team sponsors, once they get $100 in volume that goes to their website, these points are going to pop up and you're going to get points. And at the end of the month, Plexus is going to pay you a dollar amount times however many points you have. So right now the pay point is running about an average of $3. So if you had 100 points at the end of the month, then you're going to get paid $300 for your pay points. The way that I really like to explain this is, if I have somebody that does my hair, my hairstylist is actually Lance. He colors my hair, and I go and I tell everybody, you have to go to Lance. He does a really awesome job. And all of these people just start going to Lance and say, okay, you have to do my hair. Kara said that you did really good. He's probably not going to call me and say, thank you so much for sending all these people to me. I'm going to give you 10% of everything that I make from now on. And that just doesn't happen. People don't do that. And we share all the time and don't get paid for it. But Plexus is a little different, because if we share it, then we're going to get paid for it. And this is how they come up with their pay point, based on their company profits. They do the same thing with all of their profits. 50% of it goes back into the company, their corporate office, and then the other 50% is dispersed amongst the ambassadors. And that's where the pay point comes in. Whenever we rank advanced to Emerald and above, we get some pretty awesome perks. Once you reach Emerald, you get the choice to drive or they're going to give you a white Lexus to drive. They're going to pay you $500 a month towards your Lexus payment. And they're also going to send you on an all-inclusive yearly trip to Kona now. We actually outgrew Maui. The island was too small, so they have to take us to Kona, which is really cool. And then they're also going to give you profit sharing in the Emerald pool. So they give you an additional 3% of the company's profit into your pool that you get paid on every single month. And then once you reach Sapphire, they give you all the Emerald perks plus an additional 1%. So you're making an additional 4% compared to all of the other ways you get paid. And then whenever you reach Diamond, you get the Sapphire and Emerald perks, but then you also get another 1%. And they're going to up your Lexus. They're going to let you pick out a black Lexus now, and they're going to give you $1,000 a month to drive it. And then you get the option to re-enter under yourself and do it all over again.
Yay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I guess you're up. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. You're fine. Okay, so now we're going to talk about not getting discouraged. I just wanted to let everybody know you're going to get discouraged. There's going to be days that you're, and you can even have months that you're just like, nothing's working, everybody's telling you no. It's going to happen, but what you learn from those experiences will get you far. There's no successful person in this world that didn't have bad days and didn't go through mountains of crazy stuff until, they get successful. So I just want to really encourage you guys not to get discouraged, stay positive, and keep a good attitude. Sometimes there's so many things that happen in life that we just cannot change no matter what we do, but we can control our attitude, and just having a good attitude is just so important. All the time, have a good attitude. If somebody doesn't want to buy from you and they tell you no, still have a good attitude about it. That's a seed that you planted. And I was talking about this the other day. People are going to tell us no, and we are all going to have people say no over and over again. And me and Kara actually, we were just talking about this the other day, how we were in Operation Emerald, and we actually had an assignment to go get 3 no's a day, because getting those 3 no's a day is planting seeds. Whether they say no or not, it's planting a seed. And people are going to say no over and over, like I said, but it's forever a planted seed. Those people are going to continue watching you, and you never know, and you'll be very surprised at the amount of people that are going to come back to you eventually after watching you, post Plexus and talk about Plexus and keep at it and keep being consistent. You'll just be really surprised about those seeds that you planted. And then, 6 months from now or a year from now, when a ton of those people just come back to you and they're like, yeah, I'm ready to buy Plexus now. So go ahead, Kara.
Sorry.
You're fine.
One thing that I just always feel like is, people have been hurt in the past by either believing that a product would work for them and it didn't, false advertisement, or even being in another network marketing company before and all these big promises and then working their tails off and never getting compensated for it and stuff like that. So people have been hurt in the past, and that makes them skeptical to Plexus and other things out there. But I want you guys to be confident in what you have and what you offer. And sometimes people are going to tell you no, but it's because they don't really understand what this is. They think it's exactly like the past companies. So that's why they're going to continue to watch you. And you just have to continue to stay consistent and continue to share your progress with it and your success with Plexus. And then eventually a lot of people will be like, well, maybe I'll give this a try if you continue to have the success. And I always like to, share one of my stories when I first started is I don't even know if I was a silver ambassador yet. So I was brand new in the company, and I was so excited about Plexus. I could not keep my mouth shut about it. I'd go to work and I would tell everybody about it, tell them they had to try it. And my boss actually brought me into his office and sat me down and was like, okay, Kara, I get that you're really excited about this Plexus stuff, but I just want you to know that it's not going to work. I don't want you to get your hopes up. I've done things like that before and it doesn't happen. I've lost money in companies like this in the past, and, told me the plans that he had for me in that company and why I needed to stay there and quit focusing on Plexus. And I just thought, that could have been a super discouraging moment for me, and I could have walked out of there and I could have been like, he's older than me, he's wiser than me, I quit, I give up. And if I would have done that, I would still be working 40 hours a week. I wouldn't be able to be a stay-at-home mom. I wouldn't have been able to help the people that I've helped. And I'm just so thankful that I did stay plugged in the beginning. My belief was so strong. I listened to videos every single day. I read testimonies. I had been to convention. I just knew that Plexus was something that was going to stick around and was going to change so many lives, including mine. And I had a strong support system at home, and that definitely helped. But I'm just saying, right when I started, that's what happened for me. I had this crossroad. I could have listened to him and quit, or I could be where I am now. And just don't let anybody put out your fire.
Yes, exactly. And I'm kind of the opposite of Kara. My family is kind of tough on me, and you guys will notice most of families are, especially if they're not with Plexus, they're very tough on you, and your family can be your worst Debbie Downers, I should say. So just don't let it get to you, and stay positive, and just know deep down that you are in a company that is going to the top, and you have products that are literally changing people's lives. And I know that, and I remember when I first joined the company and people were saying that, and I seriously thought to myself, these people are crazy. Nobody's changing anyone's life here. But now that I've been in the company for so long, I've seen ridiculous amounts of testimonies. People that I know, people that are really literally getting off medications, losing weight, feeling amazing, can't go a week without Plexus. And now I can literally say Plexus is changing lives and actually be confident about it because I know that. So just don't let anyone get you discouraged. And you can get discouraged about a lot of things. I know we just got a new website, and, it's new to us all. I was actually on the phone with customer service, taking care of some stuff the other day, and she was just apologizing for everything. And, I would be a liar if I said I wasn't frustrated with some of the things that have happened, but I haven't let it get me down. And I even told the customer service rep when she was apologizing, I said, I have been in this company for over 2 years, and customer service has always been amazing. So for them to have a little bit of downtime, it's okay. It's all right. And we'll get past it and we'll be all right. And that's just the attitude that you have to have. You just have to know that we're going to get through this, and everything is going to be great. And by the time all of this stuff is done, Plexus, these are our growing pains. We're growing. And this is why all these things are happening. But just stay positive, and your attitude is just so important. and just try to find the good in everything.
Customer service and Plexus Corporate does not like this any more than we do. They're not just sitting there eating bonbons, listening to the phone rings, thinking, not helping them today. Like, they are working their tails off, trying to fix all of these issues the best that they can. And
absolutely.
Where it's going to get better, I promise. For all of you people that have had to be on hold and got hung up on, it's going to get better.
Yes, absolutely. So, do you have anything else to say about being discouraged, Kara? I think we're done with that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Facebook. We're going to talk about Facebook, guys. Facebook, all social media sites. Facebook's a really big one. There's Twitter, there's Instagram, Pinterest, whatever you're choosing. I do a lot on Facebook, and it's really helped me a lot. I also have a lot of Facebook friends, so that's the main reason why I do a lot on Facebook. And a lot of Plexus people do stuff on Facebook. There's the Facebook groups. There's just a ton of stuff. And posting is so important. We talk about posting all the time, and some people get into the business and they're not sure if they won't really want to like tell the whole world that they're selling Plexus. And I strongly, strongly encourage you guys to do that. Some people think that they have to wait until they have a great before and after picture or a great health testimonial before they start posting. But let me tell you guys, there are hundreds of thousands of testimonials. Just find them and post them and share them. These are real people. These aren't fake made up. These are real people. And almost all the time when you find a testimonial, you can find that person on Facebook somehow and know that they're a real person and ask them questions if you need to. But there's testimonials everywhere. So you guys need to be sharing testimonials even before you have your own. Don't be scared. I signed up for Plexus. And after 2.5 months of being on Plexus, I got pregnant. And I for sure thought, oh my gosh, I had lost 20 pounds in 2.5 months, and I didn't let me get me down. I knew I wasn't going to lose weight. Obviously, I was going to gain weight. I was pregnant. So I continued to post. I continued to share everybody else's success stories while I was pregnant. And that was my most successful part of Plexus. The most success I've had was when I was pregnant, and I obviously wasn't losing weight anymore. So don't let anything get you guys down when it comes to that. But posting is just so important. Your first post, if you ever need help with it, get with your upline. Your first post can be something like, I just started selling Plexus products. I'm so excited about what it's going to do for me. Please join me in this journey. Or what's another example, Kara? Sorry, I don't want to throw you on the spot here, but I'm like trying to think.
A lot of people start out and be like, my friend Susie has had this great success with it, and I've teamed up with her, whatever, something like that. You can use other people on that too. I've seen a lot of really great first Facebook posts.
Yeah, and even something simple.
Up in their pink drink.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Even something so simple like a picture of you and your pink drink, and that you're excited to start it, or even just a post saying, I'm starting my Plexus pink drink today and I'm excited what it's going to do for me. It's going to get people asking questions and wondering what's Plexus. So your first Plexus post is just so, so important. And social media these days is so different than it used to be. You used to, have to walk door to door and knock on people's door like a commercial and, spill on this long thing about how people should buy your product, whatever it is. And now we have social media at our fingertips. We can reach hundreds of people with just one post. Takes just a couple of minutes and then go about our day. It's just crazy not to take advantage of it. And I really strongly encourage everybody to add people to your Facebook pages. You don't want to start off doing that like crazy because you'll go to Facebook jail. So be careful about that. But start adding people that your mom's friends, your sister's friends, your friends' cousins, grandma's mom. I like to at least think that my people are connected in some way. I'm not just adding a bunch of strangers, but add everyone. I really, really strongly encourage that, but just do it in small quantities or you'll go to Facebook jail. I've worked actually mine up a little bit so I can add like 20 people in a day and it doesn't really like kick me off, but start doing just if you're not a person that does Facebook friend requests frequently, Facebook kind of recognizes it as some type of I don't know what to even call it, but it you can just go to Facebook jail if you do it too much, too soon. So kind of gradually start adding people to your friends list, and you will be amazed. All these people are going to start seeing your Plexus posts now, and it'll get them interested. So another thing to stay consistent when you start posting. If you already haven't started posting, stay consistent with it. People like to see consistency. People like to know that you are 100% into this product, and people like to see that they can see that belief in you, that you believe in these products and you're consistent. You're not posting one day and then going a week and not posting anymore, and then all of a sudden posting. People really, really like to see you be consistent, but don't spam your friends. You don't want to post a whole bunch. We recommend 2 to 3 posts a day, but we also want you guys to post about yourselves. Post about your kids or what you're doing. You want, if you want to start being active on Facebook like that, you want people to get to know you a little bit better. So they feel like they're getting to know you a little bit better when you're posting about your family or, things they're doing. They feel like they can connect with you better. Even if you're not talking to them, they're still watching you. So that's another thing.
What do you always say about people buying from you?
What do you mean?
Like how they want to buy from you because of what they see and how they have.
Oh yeah, because they trust you. Like, is that what you mean?
Like, yeah, they just get to know you and go ahead.
Yeah, just like I always say that people want to buy from somebody who they can trust, and when they're getting to know you, even if it is through Facebook, I know it sounds silly, but I have actually talked to people that I've never even talked to before through Facebook, and they're like, your kids are so beautiful, and just stuff like that, and they just connect with me in a way, even though I don't know them, just because I post a lot on Facebook about things. And they always just like to buy from somebody that they can actually trust. And if you're only posting Plexus, they don't really know you as anything else than a Plexus ambassador who's spamming their Facebook. So also, I've had a lot of people that haven't deleted me because they want to see pictures of my kids, because they want to see pictures and know what I'm doing in life, and still follow me, not just for Plexus, but because they want to follow me as a person. So I really encourage you guys to do both, post for Plexus and post about yourself as well. And don't be scared to post on Facebook. Let me read this quote. Actually, I have a really good quote. I used to care about what people thought about me until one day I tried to pay my bills with their opinions. That's amazing. Don't care about what people think about when you're posting. Even myself, when I started posting with Facebook, I started thinking, what are people going to think? Are they going to think I'm crazy? Don't care about what they think. They are going to see you succeed, and nothing motivates me more than people doubting me and people thinking that I'm in the wrong company. Nothing pushes me more. I love it. I love to prove them wrong. It makes me work harder. So don't be scared to post. You know that these products are amazing, so don't be scared to post. Do you have anything to add to that, Kara?
Nope.
And if you guys ever need, I do want to say one more thing. If you guys ever need examples of posts, because I know sometimes it's really hard to, know what to say, especially when you first sign up. And I know most of you are new ambassadors. It's hard to figure out what you're going to say in these posts. There's tons of testimonial pages. Make sure you're added to them. And then there's also, I've created a Rockstar Scripts group, which there's tons of scripts. You can literally just copy and paste these and use them to your advantage. So just make sure you guys are added to those groups. If you're not, let us know.
They even have some great scripts in there. I'll use if somebody asks me a question, they have good answers and stuff like that. Just when you're private messaging people on what you can say to them or how you can explain Plexus to them or something like that. When they ask, is it expensive? Just really, answers to really common questions that we get.
Yes. What's the difference between AvidCare and Plexus? I really like that one. We have a good one for that one, guys. So if you ever need it, let us know.
I've been asked that question a couple times.
I've been asked it a lot. Maybe it's a Ohio thing. I get asked it all the time. But
are you done with that? Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, you're good. Go ahead.
Talk a little bit about goal setting. A lot of us have joined this company and we've like maybe been to an opportunity meeting or kind of seen and some people like, oh, I want to be diamond, and like that's their goal. And that's an amazing goal. I have that goal myself. I want to be a diamond. I'm going to be a diamond. But we have to be really intentional with our goals, and we have to set small goals in order to reach big goals. So a goal in your beginning is maybe I want to reach silver and I want to sell $500 in PV. That's a really good goal to start out with. Get your first 3 people and get $500 in PV. Okay, well, how in the heck do I even break that down? Like, I want to do it, so what do I need to do? So be intentional about break it down. What am I going to do every day? What am I going to do every week? Like Nikki has said earlier, then you're probably going to get no's. So you're probably going to have to talk to more than 3 people to get 3 people to sign up on your team. So every day, like, sit down, like, make 3 new contacts every day. Share the business opportunity with 1 new person every single day. Every day, follow up with 2 people. Obviously, if it's your first day, you're not going to be able to follow up. But by the end of the week, you're going to have a whole list of people to follow up with because you've been reaching out to these new people all week long. Most people will not buy from you or join under you the very first time that you ask them or you tell them about Plexus. We have a really cool... I'm actually going to just see if I can pull that up real fast.
I have it right here on my phone. I don't know if I can put it up there so everybody can see it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. And can you guys see that? I can't see it. It's
no.
I'm just going to share my screen super quick.
Okay. I was thinking that right when you said it and I pulled it up. There we go.
Yeah, can you guys read this without me
Yes.
having to make it huge? I'll just make it huge real fast. Okay, it says 48% of salespeople never ever follow up with the prospect. That means we get told no and we forget about them and think that they don't want to be on our team or order from us. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople make only 3 contacts and stop. 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. Only 2% of sales are made on the very first contact. So 2% of people are going to order from you possibly on your first contact. 3% are made on the second contact. 5% are made on the third. 10% are made on the fourth, but 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. So that means 10% of people are making 90% of the sales because they continue to follow up. I don't want you guys to people are always afraid of bugging somebody and being really annoying, but you don't have to be pushy or things like that. Like, you can just send a message like, I know you were interested in Plexus before. Are you ready to start your journey now? You can space it out, message them, after the first contact, it can be within a couple of days, and then it can be a week later. Sorry, my kids are up now. Going to bed obviously didn't work for them. And then you can start spacing it out, every month, following up with them. And we have a lot of great reasons to follow up now because we do have the boot camps. We do have the online events and things like that. I know I sent a message to somebody on Thursday that I hadn't talked to in a long time and just told her about the sales that we were having and then the online event that we were having and just asked if she wanted to be a part of it. And then she actually ignored me. But then she messaged me today and she's like, I think I'm ready to join Plexus. So it's just like the constant following up with people, even from people that you may have talked to like a year ago. Just keep following up. But yeah, that's kind of different than goal setting, but it is really important. Just keep your goals on track. So make daily goals, make weekly goals, and make monthly goals. What do you want to do this month? And then break it down into smaller levels so they seem obtainable and they're not really big and they're not really scary. We do want you guys to know, though, that we hope that you understand what kind of opportunity this is. I know Nikki and I are both very similar, and it's something that has allowed both of us to be able to stay at home with our kids and not have to go to work every single day. And, there's nothing special about us. There's nothing different about us. We just took the opportunity and we ran with it. We stayed plugged in. We are doing things every day to try to make each other better and our teams better. And I don't know. It's just really worth it. It could really change your life, and it has so many people, and we want everybody to be able to experience the same things that we've experienced and what we're going to experience in the future, because Plexus is not going anywhere. They're setting us up for the future. People are always going to have the health issues that we have now, and we're going to have a product that's going to be there to help them. People are turning 18 every single day. I'm reading a book right now that was written and published before I was even born. So that's what I'm saying. I just want to say, like, that's how this is going to work. People that aren't born yet are going to be benefiting from this in 20 to 25 years.
Absolutely. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm super excited. No, I don't think I have anything about goal setting, but I'm just super excited for everybody to get started. I remember when I got started, and it's just so exciting, especially if you take the opportunity and run with it. If you don't, then I feel bad for you. No, just seriously, just you guys, this is an amazing opportunity. Like Kara said, it is literally transformed my life for sure. I was babysitting lots and lots of kids before I actually was able to quit. I quit my job and I stayed at home, and I was babysitting sometimes 8 kids a day, and I was still working Plexus and doing that. And I have friends that work 9-hour shifts. I have a girl on my team that literally has like 3 jobs, and she's the highest rank on my team. She's doing amazing. And I mean, you can't say that you don't have time for Plexus, because if you have just a little bit of time a day, you can work this business. So I'm just excited for everybody.
We ask for a couple hours a week. That's another thing that I wanted to say. You can work this business part-time, but not sometime. You can choose to only work 5 to 10 hours a week if you want to do that, but you can't work 5 hours today and then not work and work 5 hours 3 weeks from now or something. Like, it doesn't work. People are not.
Yeah, you have to stay consistent.
Yeah, you have to be very consistent in what you're doing. And that's kind of why she encouraged you earlier to post on a regular basis, because if you post about Plexus today and don't post about Plexus again for a month or something like that, then people aren't really going to understand, and they're not going to really understand like what Plexus is and see the whole story. So
absolutely.
I just want to pray over all of you guys really fast, and then we'll open it up for questions for everybody if you guys have any. Okay.
Yes.
God, just thank you so much for everybody that jumped on this call tonight, Lord. I pray that you just bless their business. Send them people that need this opportunity. Send them people that need this product, God. Give them confidence and give them boldness, Lord. Don't let them be afraid to offer what they have, because we know that this is something that can help so many people, Jesus. Thank you for every single one of them, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And I am going to unmute everybody.